Hello, chat room. Yeah, that's Hippo. Hippo's doing that now.
Jenga.
Hippo's monkey pilling right now.
Okay, chat room. Let me know if the music's too loud, and let me know if you can hear us all very well. I'm assuming so, but you know, OBS is weird like that sometimes. Anyway, welcome back to
perfectly volumed.
welcome back to Cast of Gods.
Yep.
Last week, well, not last week, 2 weeks ago, we talked about Omnipotus versus Garlic Jr., in which Garlic Jr. took his epically, totally deserved victory. But now, we're here with probably the best matchup we've done so far, and probably will ever do. Tetris versus Jenga. And today, I'm joined with 3 entirely new faces. So, on the top right, debating for Jenga themselves, we got Hippo versus Stuff. Hey, say hi, Hippo.
He's
Hippo?
muted right now.
Oh, never mind. He's gone.
Riveting.
How riveting! What a good introduction. Well, I guess moving on. In in the bottom left, we got the Lil Galillo 5. Say hi, Galil.
Hello, chat room. I just released my episode, me and Hippo's episode. I'm here. Hi.
Yeah.
Hello.
I have no idea what's been going on with my audio. I'd switch over to my phone. What's up?
Yeah. There's Hippo. There he is.
Yeah.
That's the Jenga debater.
Yeah, no, I'm going through great circumstances right now.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah, my headset is not working, and now my AirPods won't connect to my computer, so this is awesome.
This is great. If y'all have a problem with Hippo's audio being too loud, hit me up and let me know.
If you have a problem, I'm literally gonna skin you alive.
Yeah, he's literally gonna kill you.
Yeah.
And then in the bottom right, we got the goated co-host of Joust House. We got the Stripe the Squid. Say hi, Stripe.
Hi, everybody. I released a video yesterday, but I guess I'm only known for Joust House.
Yeah, only on the Aqua Studios YT channel you're known for Joust House.
Obviously.
Well,
That's why
I
I'm
mean,
suicidal. Anyways,
I'm a huge fan of what Brandon put in chat. What the Jang? Thanks. You know,
With the
really
Jang, I
helpful.
agree.
What really helpful?
genuine Jang moment.
Genuine Jang.
What the jing?
This really Tetris my Jenga.
You know, that's pretty insightful. Without further ado, I think we can get into the debate. To explain the matchup.
I have literally no idea.
Huh?
It keeps disconnecting me. I'm trying to stay on track.
Okay. Well, I'm introducing the matchup and explaining it.
Well, they are.
It's a very complicated matchup, so this will take.
Yeah, it's
some
very
time.
complicated. So blocks,
Yeah, exactly.
blocks,
Blocks?
Ed?
blocks.
They fall.
They fall. They're video games.
One game you win by stacking them, making one fall. The other you. Fuck, I don't know where I was going.
The
with that.
one you win by clearing. The other you win by stacking. You know, pretty different like games and how you win.
Very big contrast.
Yeah, a bit of a
Matter.
contrast matchup. Not what
One
the
you lose
Jang.
if you, one if you lose you lose if you stack too high. The other you lose if you make them fall. There you go.
There you go. Peak matchup.
Which also means you have to stack too high. See, it's so thematic.
Yeah, but the big, emphasis of it all is that these are two multiversal necessities in the grand scheme of the Omniverse. When you really think about it,
This is true.
Don't spoil the stats yet. Don't spoil
Yeah,
the stats.
that is true. Yeah.
Yeah, no spoiling stats. Well, I guess, you know, getting into the actual debate, I will be debating for Tetris. So
Let's get a
Really?
little backstory. Let's get a
Yeah.
little backstory on Tetris.
so Tetris has actually had a very long history, because very early on it wasn't even originally developed for the Game Boy, which is probably what it's most known for, is its Game Boy title. It was developed by a Russian, I believe, in the Soviet Union, named Alexei Pajitnov. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Who was a Soviet software engineer. And in the game, the goal of the player is to create horizontal lines with the tetrominoes, blocks, which is what I'll be debating for, to get the highest score without reaching the top of the screen. So basically, clearing the lines, it endlessly goes. except for that one kid who played it so hard it broke. So I guess it does eventually end.
Well, maybe get a job, that kid.
Yeah, maybe get a job.
Why'd you say that like Yoda?
Job getting, she should.
But yeah, Tetris had a pretty like weird rights history. It's now owned by the Tetris company. There's a whole ass company dedicated to Tetris. But yeah, it's very, very long history. Tetris, specifically for a versus analysis, and while I'm not going to talk about it as much because it's not as relevant, you probably want to use T from Puyo Puyo Tetris, who is basically the main protagonist of the Tetris-verse, if you will. And he uses Tetrominoes to battle, so that's basically how you could incorporate Tetris in a battle. But I also think I think it was a mini rumble between Pac-Man and Tetris also does a really good job of incorporating Tetris in a versus battle in a really unique way. So, I mean, yeah. I think Tetris is going to wipe the fucking floor with Jenga. I don't know what Hippo's got cooking for Jenga, but I do think Tetris has got this in the bag.
Well, that's all and good for a loser. That is. But what the people all want to know is, what is Jenga, correct?
Not really.
You would say. Well, cough, cough, Jenga, 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 Jeng, Jenga, 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 Jeng, Jenga, 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 Jenga. Hey, let me talk. I let you speak. Let me speak.
Okay.
Jenga, 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 Jenga.
Is Hippo a Pokemon now or something?
Yeah. Well, no, I feel like I elaborated on my point well enough. You guys get the concept. But yeah, Jenga, back in England, this guy, Leslie Scott, gay name, created Jenga, which literally means to. Jenga actually means in Swahili to build. Does Tetris mean that? No, it means stupid. But yeah, there are a lot of blocks, precisely 54 per block, or not block, blocks in the box. That's a rhyme. In 1970s, more so, and he just he made it, and now it's like one of the highest selling games in the world, you know?
Very huge game, yeah.
Some would say it's massive, but we'll get to that. But because if you know what else, it's massive. But the more important thing, since Aqua, you so precisely want to talk about who controls the Tetris, I will go into who controls the Jenga. There's this magic jellyfish entity that controls the entire omniverse of the Jenga multiverse and the greater insides of it, which we'll go into later. But I just kind of wanted to bring up very powerful entity that threatened a very notable verse of fiction. But it really is more so this jellyfish commanding the fleet of Jenga, more than Jenga itself as an entity. So I'm curious to say, you're not winning this. You're not even an aqua, you're a fluid. That's mic drop.
That's tough talk. That's tough talk.
Yeah.
Well, I guess without further ado,
Jenga.
Well, Hippo does have something prepared. I don't know if we should go into that first or if we should go into like a specific.
You go into it first.
Yeah. You describe your thing first, so I think.
I guess I'll give an overall explanation, and then we can do the presentation Hippo has set up. So, Jenga, like I said, or not Jenga. I'm switching up. I'm going to debate for Jenga now. So
you learned your lesson.
Tetris is mainly fought within the Puyo Puyo Tetris context of using Tetrominoes that will endlessly drop down from the screen, and you got to line them up to clear them. Now, typically, that would be a bad thing in most views, but I think you all gotta realize that by stacking Tetris within a certain amount of lines, or not lines, blocks, because I think it's like 8 by 8 or something. It's weird. But it's if you stack between those, and you put a Jenga in the middle, that Jenga is just getting fucking destroyed by the straight line piece, just dropping down on it and killing it. So I mean, basics aside, clearing a Jenga tower is a lot easier than causing Tetris to stack up.
No.
Statistically, the player has to put take the little tiny piece out of the Jenga block and then put it on top very slowly. People can play Tetris at like super speeds, dog. That people are crazy with the Tetris strats. But even moving aside from the various or just the basic way to play Tetris and how I think that definitely beats normal Jenga. Tetris has a wide assortment of abilities, and similar to what Hippo said, Tetris has a weird cosmology too, given it shares a cosmology with the Puyo Puyo verse. I'll get more to that later when we actually get into the strength and durability arguments. But to go over a little bit of the abilities, the abilities that Tetris has on them. They can become a mech, just straight up in the Minecraft DLC for Tetris. Oh wait, no, the Tetris DLC for Minecraft rather. They just escape from prison. So the Tetrominoes in the Minecraft continuity, I guess, are like evildoers. Specifically, the mech is, and he can just form himself out of Tetris pieces. He just does that. Pretty fucking insane. So there's a goated mech they can become. But more specifically, Tetrominoes have bombs. They just straight up have bombs in the middle of them. Which, if you clear the lines, they start a bomb, and they explode a lot more pieces. So that gives them a better range, I'd say, than Jenga does. They also did this, which is a bit fucked up, where they took over the world. This is a very dated commercial for Tetris, but they did do this. This phenomenon is called Tetris-sizing, which means Tetrominoes taking over the world. That is Tetrisizing. It's very weird. In this commercial, not only do they take over New York, but they take over the boat, and then it's also implied that just the general planet becomes Tetrisized. So, again, better range than probably Jenga does. And and I think probably my favorite thing that we can talk about later is that Tetris can warp time and space. In Tetris Forever, of the multiplayer mode, there's a game called Tetris Time Warp, in which, it does exactly what it does. So, I think Tetris has a wide assortment of abilities that it can use at its advantage to really take out Jenga in a quicker way. I actually don't know if Jenga has much in terms of abilities, but, I'll let Hippo defend himself.
No.
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 Oh, well, that's all good, okay, I guess, but, Jenga is gonna totally win, and I have a really good slideshow to prove it.
I guess I'll pull that up.
That said, Tetris shouldn't win, because that's kinda fucked up and evil of you to imply that they would do such a thing.
Chat got to see a little bit of the behind the stream thing, but, it's fine.
Oh, cool.
Okay, there we go. Okay. I got the slideshow on screen, Hippo. Let me know when to move it.
So this is why Jenga totally freaking wins by me and not no slide. So their strength in numbers, really, they're measured to be over 432 billion Jenga pieces on the planet, which could range from 1.5 centimeters to 8 feet tall. By the way, that's also the Big Bang Theory, Sheldon Cooper and Leonard Nimoy or something like that.
Yeah, otherwise I wouldn't know.
Yeah, for instructing.
It has Sheldon Cooper scaling.
Yeah, Jenga literally means to build. Yeah, if you're not in the fucking know. It even takes construction machines to move certain blocks, as you can see in this in this cat commercial. And a big rule is in place. The 10-second rule, in fact, where for Tetris to get an attack done, they need to attack within 10 seconds, or else it does no longer applies. Next slide, if you please. 'Cause there are a lot of versions of Jenga out there. If you weren't aware, were you aware of this, Aqua? I don't think you were.
Jenga.
Jenga. But the more importantly ones, I believe, was make your own Jenga, which, if you'll see closely, are in the shape of Tetris blocks. Ooh. No versatility for you. There's some of these are really stupid. Like throw and go Jenga. It's where you throw Jenga at other people. Giant Jenga, which is really big. The Jenga gun. Weight measurement Jenga. Sequential Jenga. Jenga bags. Mini Jenga. The Jenga ocean. Did Tetris become the ocean? I don't think so.
Wait. How does Jenga Ocean work? If I can ask?
Yeah, what is
They are the ocean. They are the ocean. That's simple as that. That's the
It
game.
makes no fucking sense.
Level Jenga?
Yeah, there is Dread Tower. I don't remember that
Oh
one
my
is. Jenga Max Machinery, which is actual machines of Jenga. But more importantly, Tetris Jenga. Aqua, what is that?
Oh well, Tetris Jenga. I actually have a scan of it saved because I was gonna bring it up later, but it already beat me to it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, is it showing? Oh, it's a bit too low. Hold on, I gotta move it above. Okay, so yeah, this is Jenga Tetris. In which there's Tetris Jenga. They both combined at one point. So this matchup has always been kind of a rivalry / legacy pairing, if you really think about it.
I agree. But if you would have looked at the next slide, I think you'll find something very interesting. I don't like this kid. This kid gets on my nerves. Look at his face. I don't like his face.
I hate
the way he's staring at me.
Yeah, please look at his face for a little bit, because it gets on my freaking nerves. But leads precisely into our next slide about the crossovers involved. Which, if you'll see, I had to divide into 3 different sections because there are a lot of crossovers. But more important, I thought it was important to know that it has met Wingstop as a company.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's over.
Yeah.
It's over. It's over.
Yeah. Again, Tetris, I also showed on screen. But despite all these fine gentlemen they've met, like Bob Burger, they've also can use weaponry and can summon entities, of course. They can use a Death Star, slingshots and birds, stormtroopers and Darth Vader pigs, wizarding world spells from Harry Potter. They have several versions of the TARDIS, and they have coin launchers, which they use to beat Bowser's frickin' ass, man. Which, of course, they can summon Gojira, Mario, Toad, Potch, DK, Luigi, Bauer, Stormtroopers, Vader, Pig, Wizarding World. Oh, I put Wizarding World spells twice. They can summon spells, whatever. They have TARDIS and space. They have the space jellyfish, which I talked on before, which actually leads right into the next slide of universe kind of rests on Jenga. We don't see a lot of it, but in the IDW, the space jellyfish uses Jenga as the entire universe of the IDW Transformers relies on this game. Or if Jenga loses, the space jellyfish destroys the entire Omniverse, which in Transformers is like infinite dimensional and stuff. So jellyfish is chilling though. If you'll also see closely, I believe Glow, this will renew my points. That is Grimlock playing with the Jengas. That's pretty awesome.
Shit. Oh, shit. You're right.
That's pretty sweet.
Is the jellyfish on the same team as Jenga?
Yes, it is using Jenga. It is using Jenga as its tool.
Is the universal jellyfish playing Jenga? Like, is it?
Yes.
The jellyfish is playing Jenga. Jenga isn't playing with the jellyfish. So
but it controls
the jellyfish
Jenga.
above.
So you can make it like the jellyfish versus the one Puyo Puyo guy.
yeah, exactly. In which case, the jellyfish, if it loses this game of Jenga, boop, everything.
Everything.
The entire massive universe disappears.
So,
And if you'll please go to our next slide, do you know what else is massive?
My love of my friends.
And then the next slide, of course, because there's still more. They have a lot of powers for some reason, which some may say is stupid, and I would agree. But that's aside from the point. They can become spirits. They can rewind and change time. So that's your point, Aqua. Boop, done. They can transmute things into stone. They have plant manipulation, ice manipulation, flight, spaceships, a gambling addiction, and sentient beings with limbs. So, if Tetris tries to destroy the Jenga by lying on top of it, the Jenga will bench press the Tetris off of it. And with their spiritual power, will fuck them up. But yeah, so big things. And a lot of stuff Tetris has. Jenga also has, mainly the time stuff. So, wow. But the huge, massive thing, as some may say, is in the next slide. Jenga rule. This is a game where Jenga itself makes the rules and the laws that follow throughout the game. This would leave Tetris at the risk of being forced to play a completely different game more than they already would be. So, they can just change the rules of how this fight is going about that easily. They just control everything that's going on. So, what does Tetris have against that? Which is actually funny to say because, Aqua, if you'll go to the next slide, you yourself admitted. Wait, this is the wrong one. Wait, go next. There you go. There we go. Next slide. Yeah. And then if you go to the next slide, Tetris players, when they see unsupervised children. And then yeah, better man. And if you go to the last slide, in conclusion, I would win. OMG, my Pookie Bear Jenga. So I think I'm pretty confident in me winning.
Oh my fucking. Yeah, you put more research into it than I thought you would on Hikey.
Yeah, well, better man was a bit of the research.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
Go on,
so
Stripe.
any
Do y'all?
questions? Go
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. Do y'all have any questions?
Do you have any way to counter the freaking omniversal jellyfish?
Well, I'll get into that later because I didn't expect the IDW Tetris thing, or not Tetris, the IDW Transformers verse to be brought into this. But I do have counters and stuff, but I don't know if I want to go immediately into scaling.
I knew the Mario thing. I was gonna bring that up, but I guess I don't need to because we have the freaking multiversal
multiversal jellyfish that plays
Yeah,
Jenga.
the jellyfish. In which can summon Godzilla, Bowser, Angry Birds.
I'm a huge. I love the idea of titling Tetris versus Jenga, and then the parentheses it's Transformers versus Puyo Puyo.
Yeah.
I guess Stripe and Galil, do either of you want to lead the conversation due to a specific category?
Okay, so I have a question. Okay, so what does Tetris got against the, I can make my own rules Lamau Jenga?
Warping space and time. Just get, because they also do that in Tetris Time Warp. I'll actually show the thing, and it just completely changes the game and the rules. Or not the rules, but just the game itself and time and space, so... but also, I'm sorry to say, I don't think Jenga is fast enough to even do that to begin with. But it is a, yeah, they always around by warping space and time. I don't know about that, buddy. Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about Jenga rules.
Jenga rules fucking rocks.
What a fucking awesome name.
What are they gonna do against the Jenga gun, Aqua?
Jenga rules, but Tetris is forever. Yep. I guess we can talk about or Stripe. Do you want to lead it into anything?
I don't know.
Stripe is so befuddled. He's used to watching cartoons and shit. And he's just like, oh, now I have to learn about
He's
things
so
that's not
befuddled. It's like,
cartoons.
Other things exist. Whoa.
There's a lot to process.
Oh my god. Holy shit, there's more than...
Man? No way.
I just don't know what to do after, like, omniversal jellyfish.
I should.
Larry Winwood just DM'd me an image of my Tetris character. Thanks, Larry. I don't know if you're watching the stream, but thanks for sending me that. I'm very aware of what I drew.
I guess, do you have any like big counters against anything? Like, should we just go into PvP scaling and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Well, I actually do have counters.
Like,
I have counters to the versatility thing. They have kept fucking saying, "Oh, I don't think you have versatility. I only have fucking versatility." Well, yeah. Well, it's true that I don't have as many versions as Jenga does. But
so I was right.
Hold on.
Okay.
Part of your argument relied on there being, I just like over 500 Jenga pieces, which is a fair point. But I want to bring your attention to a little game for the Nintendo Switch called Tetris 99, which is a battle royale Tetris game in which 100 versions of Tetris fight against one another. And in that version of Tetris, you can attack numerous players all at once. There's specific categories. I believe it's whoever's closest to being knocked out, your attackers, and I believe 2 other categories. But they're not as important. It's mainly those who are closest to being eliminated and those who are closest to being knocked out. Now, this is important because being able to take out 100 or 99 other players in of itself is very impressive. But there's not specifically a limit to that actually stated. So even if let's say all these fucking Jenga pieces just jumped Tetris all at once, not only do they have the ability to just automatically target all of them and just start clearing lines, which would knock many of them over, essentially defeating Jenga, because that would be death in Jenga, because after Jenga, when you knock it over, you restart it. So, sorry to say, that's not going to be as big of a deal. But just in general, they can also attack all those pieces. Tetris has... a lot of pieces. Infinitely coming pieces, by the way. Like, they will infinitely...
What?
They will infinitely drop. There will never be enough Tetris. It will just keep coming. The only way to actually defeat Tetris is by making it stack to the top of the line, which I don't think Jenga is going to be able to do, because, again, Jenga moves are made within 10 seconds. And Hippo brought that up. But like I said, people play Tetris at fucking fast speeds. And again, it's a lot easier to just automatically... So in Tetris, when you play on a controller, for instance, you can just press the up button, it'll immediately drop down in almost an instant. So if at their best and most at their peak, I'd say, before we talk about speed and strength and stuff, Tetris is going to be fast enough to do the 10-second rule by quite a fucking fantastic amount. And I admit that I did kind of...
Say that again.
Huh?
Say that again.
That again.
It's fantastic.
But yeah, I do. I think while Jenga has a wide assortment of abilities that Tetris definitely doesn't have, I don't think it'll matter as much. I will say electricity or lightning or whatever was brought up, I believe, in the Tetris slide or the Jenga slideshow, in which Tetris has that too. I don't have the exact. I had a GIF for it, but I'm not gonna dig through it and then keep edging y'all with the thing. But I'll post it in the.
Keep what?
I'll keep posting it in the general chat for y'all. For the guests, but there is a Tetris 2 commercial where a sentient tetromino, which, I mean, they're always sentient, so it doesn't matter, can just manipulate electricity, and that actually goes into an actual Tetris game as well. I'm pulling that up right now. So for another Game Boy commercial for Tetris, this little robot dude loves Tetris enough, and playing it gives him the power to shoot lightning from his fingertips. So, I mean, yeah, Tetris. They have counters. I still think we'll talk about it more, but I think Tetris, despite not having as many abilities as Jenga, is going to be able to at least keep up with Jenga, I'd say.
No.
No.
Jenga.
Did you bring up the PowerPoint thing? I just got here. Sorry, Nero. I already did. You're behind. You have to go back.
Jenga.
I think PPT is Puyo Tetris.
Oh, did they bring up the? Oh no, not yet. I will bring up. Bill just keeps spamming me this one gif of Winter Soldier in DMs.
I think you should bring up some of the crossovers for Tetris, because I think that's the big thing that's making me currently lean towards Jenga. So if you,
I think you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Period.
I mean, he has a good point. It's really hard to argue against that.
Okay, well, there's a Tetris game, I believe for the NES, that was actually licensed by Disney, in which Mickey fucking Mouse plays Tetris, and I'll show this on stream too. Hold on, let me. I gotta copy and paste the image, which takes fucking years. Hold on.
Jenga, 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 the Jenga, Jenga, the Jenga, Jenga,
Shut the fuck
Jenga, 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 Jenga.
I got it.
Hey, Hippo, Galil, can you replace like the song you use in your streams with just Hippo saying Jenga over and over again?
So yeah,
Jenga.
In Magical Tetris Challenge, which implies Tetris is magical inherently. Yeah, Mickey Mouse, Pete, the Stripes goat, Pete. So,
oh my god!
And it's licensed by Capcom. There's Capcom scaling. They got Minnie Mouse, Donald, and Goofy. They all play Tetris. More specifically Pete, so that'll get Stripe on my side. Yeah, I don't think you have only have Pete playing Tetris. But yeah, they use Tetris to fight as well. Actually, that is the specific plot of that game. Is that Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Goofy are using Tetris to fight. It's like for different like challenges and stuff. I don't remember the exact thing, but they are using like Tetris to fight. There's also Hello Kitty, which is was also mentioned by Jenga, so they've mentioned the same things. They've met some of the same things, and they also met Card Captor Sakura in Japan. There's a Card Captor Sakura version of Tetris, which is basically kind of the same thing as the Mickey game, where they use Tetris to fight other people. But yeah, they have the goated crossovers as well. Puyo Puyo I'll bring up in a little bit, but actually I'll bring up Puyo Puyo. I've been perplexing it for too long. But yeah, here stream can see it. There's a Card Captor Sakura Tetris game. So Puyo Puyo is probably the most infamous Tetris crossover, and that's because there's two video games in which the cast of Puyo Puyo cross over with their own cast of Tetris, which more specifically is, as I mentioned earlier, T, who would probably be the best example of a jellyfish character for
of course
for Tetris. So in that game, more specifically, the Puyo Puyo world and the world of Tetris are going to be combined thanks to a character called Squares. And I'll actually show the scan. Let me pull that up and put it in chat.
Nero brings up a freaking brilliant point. Why does Mickey Mouse playing Tetris mean that Tetris scales to Mickey Mouse?
Because Mickey Mouse directly uses Tetris to fight. So,
Does use the fight, like,
but at the same time, it also, I don't think having a Mickey Mouse version of Jenga means they scale to Jenga. So, I mean, if we want to go that route. But yeah.
I got my eye on you.
In Puyo Puyo Tetris 2, Squares is going to combine and merge the worlds of Puyo Puyo and Tetris together. And Satan, another character, correlates merging the worlds together as being done with raw power. And Squares mainly uses Tetris to fight. I believe in the Puyo Puyo world, or at least more specifically with Tetris, their fighting style is based off Tetris. So again, that's being done through the power of Tetris. And another being called X keeps the dimensions apart, and that's specifically important because T actually beat him in a fight. So yeah, they also have like uni multi stuff with the Puyo Puyo cosmology. Yeah, I mean not much to talk about with Puyo Puyo because I mean that cast is very weird and inconsistent, but yeah, they do actually fight with. I love Bradster saying Aqua saying Mickey Mouse like that's more impressive than giant space jellyfish. Shut up.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Bradster's actually cooking.
Shut the fuck up, Bradster.
Bradster gets it.
Yeah. So yeah, they scale. They have stuff going on for cosmology. I was gonna bring up a way fucking weaker thing that had a Girl Kisser calc, which was there's a Tetris 2, the cartridge of it has bombs in it, and
What?
Yeah, there's bombs.
A bomb, like from a bomb factory?
Yeah, like from
a
bomb factory. And a Tetris 2 commercial called "There's bombs in it." Tetris explodes, and it not only like annihilates a fucking house, but it sends 2 people fucking flying out of it. And the specifically the house thing got calced by Girl Kisser, my good friend, to small building level plus at its high end. Which is, not as fucking cool as...
How many tons of TNT is that?
That is 0.1347 2125 1333 652 tons.
Just round to the nearest decimal. You don't need to do all that.
0.134 tons of TNT.
0.1. All right, I see.
And then Tetris also destroys a building. Tetris also destroys a building in the Pixels movie.
Boo.
Boo. How fucking insightful, Hippo.
Jenga.
Just so we can like get this cleared up. Does Mickey like fight using Tetris? Like
yes,
does he battle,
it's
like,
in the. It's in. I'll see if I can actually find. Hold on.
Transformers is more impressive anyhow.
It does exist. Hold on.
And also, I would like to bring up that Hippo brought up like Mario scaling in Mario characters in Tetris DS. You can actually.
Oh right, yeah.
You have. Yeah, there's a Mario, Zelda, Metroid, Donkey Kong, and a few other characters that he can. That
yeah,
Tetris
so
can
again, they get to similar things. I mean, even then, I think you could just argue them both combining at one point. We get them to equal stats anyway, so I don't think.
Yeah, but I don't like that. I like.
I don't like that. I don't like that. It doesn't fit my agenda. It don't fit my agenda.
Yeah.
But yeah, in this, it's them using Tetris to fight.
Better rest for less and shop the President's Day event at the Living Spaces Civic Center to save up.
I can't show
calling
videos.
you out.
Nero's calling me out for what? Hold on.
Nero's actually cooking you. Yeah, Nero actually has got cooking you.
Does Tetris actually shut? Nero, you joined like halfway after I was already kind of talking about my main stuff for Tetris. You fucking asshole.
No.
You fucking asshole.
I believe Jenga must win. And you have not proven anything to disagree.
I mean, I got similar stats, equal stats. So I mean, I still think generally, fundamentally speaking, it's way easier to clear a Tetris line than it is to stack Jenga.
Exactly, so Jenga had the easier time getting us all back together.
No, not at all.
No, you agreed with me.
No, I didn't. No, you didn't. You're spinning my words on something different. What's up, Start?
You said it's easier to clear Tetris than
clearing Tetris, like clearing a Tetris line, is not defeating Tetris. To defeat Tetris, you have to stack the Tetris pieces up to the top of the screen. Not the Jenga pieces, by the way. That's not the same thing. The Tetris pieces in and of itself have to be to the top of the screen, and then they'll explode. I'm talking about like combining and putting Tetris next to Jenga, it is way easier to stack Tetris lines in between Jenga and then clear it.
I was thinking, would it not be a pretty huge predicament that Tetris is on a timer? Because that's the only way you can actually get rid of it outside of it.
No,
that's the only way.
It depends on the game. It depends on the game.
It depends on the mode, but marathon mode specifically is just endless until you get the highest, like, until you just lose. Which, I mean, to be fair, I think marathon mode does speed up in some games, so I guess, but that would actually make it worse for Jenga, so, no.
But it is the main point. I mean, if you're doing that, would it not also be applicable that just people don't play Jenga, they just restack it?
I'm sorry, what?
If we're just talking, would it be equally as applicable for just using different modes that other people just don't stop playing Jenga, they just reset it?
Well, they do, but essentially in this debate, the winning condition for both would be Tetris. Well, Tetris would beat Jenga if they can knock Jenga over, which I think is way easier generally. Or if Jenga were to win, they would have to prove that Tetris would actually stack up to the top of the lane. Because, again, you can defeat as many versions of Tetris or Tetrominoes as you want. They're infinitely spawning and keep coming down from the sky. They can also hold pieces, if you want to talk about that. Tetris can just hold a piece and it'll just disappear. So, I mean, they got a saving grace there, I guess.
But wouldn't it be such a detriment that the pure amount of Jengas would take up however hypothetical room there would be? Because that's like hundreds of billions.
Well, are we counting this like every version of Jenga is different? Like it's like an army fight of Jengas.
It's every Jenga that exists. Yes.
That's
I mean, that would also mean you also could use every Tetris, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Right.
But
that's interesting. I'd have to think about that more because, like, if you think about it, like, no, that's interesting actually.
Well, because I mean, fundamentally speaking, let's be honest here. These games don't really correlate.
They don't. Like, you can't really like. Yeah. It's very weird.
To which, if this is like not taking game rules, I think Jenga just has the easier time of magic jellyfish blows up the omniverse if they fail.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
But I also don't really see a way for Jenga to actually, because like, oh my god, wait, is this a stalemate? No, we're not gonna bring up a stalemate until we get to the closest, because I actually have a thought, but I'll save it. I actually wanted to kind of take a break from the debate a little bit because I did promise a few days ago on my Discord server that I would be showing off something very cool for Realm of God Season 3. What?
Nothing.
Aw, Stripe, you gotta combine, add more to the combo, Stripe.
You're kind of a nuisance.
Oh, never mind. Say, Stripe, why would you vote for somebody that mean to you? But yes, I actually want to show off a cool little thing for Realm of God Season 3.
No.
I said no. Anyway, yeah, I'll show that off. We'll be back in a minute, but enjoy the little teaser I got for you.
Sorry, but I can't lose here. I need to keep going for her.
So we both fight to keep the memory of someone we once knew.
Oh, you gotta be effing kidding me! Captain Kidd!
I summon Red Eye's Black Dragon!
Of course! You're wearing bright white in this dreary city. Hard to miss. No?
I hope you didn't expect this to be just a man dagger.
And we're back. I hope you guys enjoyed that little teaser for Realm of God Season 3. We got really cool animations. Shadow Zero, Joey Ryuji, Gen Hazma. We're cooking. We've been cooking behind the scenes. So like I said, those will come out. I believe the teaser had end of April for Shadow Zero, which we'll definitely honor. And then the rest of the episodes will be in May. But yeah, I mean, we've been cooking behind the scenes, and I'm glad we're finally able to show that off. So we're actually gonna kind of get to voting. I'll let Hippo. I have actually 2 scenarios I want to bring up, but I'll let Hippo conclude his debate because I can tell he's tired and he wants to stop speaking.
Well, if you know how do you make me do? So Jenga.
Operation blocks and shit.
Play fucking Minecraft.
Oh, Jenga. They can destroy Tetris in every way. They match each other in pretty much all their powers except Magic Jellyfish is goated and can just blow up the Omniverse if they felt like it. So if they lose, Magic Jellyfish wins, ergo Jenga wins. But I believe even aside from that, I think Jenga would just have the easier time against Tetris regarding their rules with Jenga rules is a pretty important one. It can still just change the rules of a lot of stuff in the game, which is hard for Tetris to adapt towards because they're kind of uncoordinated. While Jenga is more of a troop, a posse, if you would. Tetris works to destroy itself. Jenga works to build again. Reach new heights.
Oh, Rick, very philosophical.
That's the type of shit you'd hear at the end of a death battle.
That's why you should vote for me and not Aqua. Also, Wingstop. Shrug.
Yeah, they did meet Wingstop. I don't have anything to counter Wingstop. So thinking about it.
No, you don't.
Thinking about it, this is very interesting because I think I was actually really going into this thinking like, oh, Tetris absolutely stomps. What the fuck is Jenga gonna have?
Yeah.
But the space jellyfish thing really made it interesting because I think Tetris normally just generally going out their game, which Hippo doesn't want to use, which is fair. If you're going off of their gameplay mechanics, it is way easier, and if you combine their I guess rule sets, it is a lot easier to stack Tetris pieces in line with each other and then kill Jenga just by being in a line.
Jenga.
Shut the fuck up. So I mean, if you're going off of that rule, I think that's an easy Tetris win. I think we both agree that they kind of have equal stats or can get around equal levels of power. They both match a lot of ways and abilities. So the main thing that is really interesting to me is that Tetris is infinitely spawning. Tetris never ends in marathon mode until you either
But
die.
it does.
Well, it ends if you reach the top of the screen, right? So that's interesting, right? But then Jenga, if it knocks over, this fucking space jellyfish will destroy everything. So it really becomes this weird thought in my mind because it's like, I don't think Jenga can actually defeat Tetris. Like I haven't been given enough reason to believe they can just stack to convince the Tetris pieces to just stop coming down and hit the top of the screen. So I'm that level, I don't think Jenga itself is defeating Tetris. The main problem is that space jellyfish kind of makes it weird. So it's like Jenga itself loses, and then the space jellyfish gets pissy, and then it destroys the universe. So it's kind of a stalemate if you really think about it, because Jenga can't defeat Tetris. Tetris can defeat Jenga, but the moment it does that, Tetris dies. So
I have some thoughts on this, but I'll leave
Drive.
Go ahead, Stripe. Go ahead. You got the floor.
I was gonna say, could you post the public poll while the other two give their thoughts?
Okay. The thing is, I think because there's so many Jenga pieces via all the different games that I feel like it is a more or less near limitless. So it will keep going on, and eventually I do think Tetris will stack, and the game will be over. And also, it's literally just I don't think there's any way for Tetris to win, because even if they do win, then the Jenga game the jellyfish just kills them all. So
right,
I think
but
it's either
the jellyfish killing them all comes after Jenga already loses. That's the problem.
But
Jenga already loses in that
he's a part
scenario.
of, but he's a part of the team with Jenga. So if he wins, it's still a win for Jenga. I'm leaning towards Jenga.
No, wow! You really going against Pete, who's a Jenga, who doesn't like Jenga,
He's
but he
not
plays
in
Tetris. He is. I literally showed a scan of him being in it. You asshole.
Fake news.
Listen, you know I love my boy Pete. I'm the only one who does, but like,
that's crazy, Shark. That's crazy, Sharky. Can I get my vote now?
Yeah. Go ahead, Cole.
All right. So I think my humble opinion, with all I've been presented, damn this Jenga shit kind of cracked.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the funny
That's
block.
valid. It seems the polls go in that way as well. It is very interesting though, because I think Tetris, generally speaking, like has better stuff, but once you bring in
the jellyfish.
Fucking jellyfish that just blows everything up.
Did not exist. The jellyfish did not
The
exist.
jellyfish ruined it. Like, I think otherwise Tetris would win. But it's just, that fucking jellyfish.
That's awesome. The awesome jellyfish.
I would not give us to Jenga. But the jellyfish does exist, so I have to give it to Jenga. It's that simple.
Well, claps for Jenga.
Yeah.
Claps for Jenga.
Also,
Angry
Bird Star Wars.
That is true.
Pretty.
I would so much want to give the win to Pete, but I can't fight jellyfish. I can't.
I
want to thank Robbie Williams from Better Man. I want to thank the creator of Jenga.
Didn't you say his name was gay earlier on in the stream?
Well, it turns out it was a woman, actually. Leslie Scott.
Yeah.
So that's my bad. I want to thank Leslie Scott.
Misgendering. What is this? Doom versus.
I want to thank God.
Oh, speaking of fictional feud, your guys' episode came out.
It did. I want to thank Magic Space Jellyfish that changed everything.
It really did.
Fucking Space Jellyfish carried you. That pisses me off. That pisses me off that Transformers carried you a win.
I want to thank, of course, Grimlock Transformers for solving the game. That's fucking right there. But yeah, we take what we can. This is my revenge against Aqua for Sans Freddy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Hippo just lied about how the shit he said, but
maybe. Wait, that's not from the point.
Did you guys never fight each other after that? Really?
No, never.
No.
We've
been on podcasts together, but no, we haven't.
Yeah, Soldier Boy Peacemaker was it was my stuff. I just glow with my mouthpiece.
Okay.
Yeah, Godspeed, Space Jellyfish. You carry Jenga to win. Yeah, I do. I was trying to propose a stalemate, but yeah, I do think if you include that damn jellyfish, Jenga wins. So
I said it a million times, but like if a jellyfish dies, I would be going with Tetris.
That's right to go.
So I have to go with Jenga.
Yeah. So, we might run this back though, Aqua. We've talked about Momo no Karu versus Cloak and Dagger.
Yeah, that'll probably be a more straightforward debate rather than talking about fucking block games.
just a little. But
I also think this matchup would be pretty interesting to do in of itself if we had better research and more thought into it. Which is why you should go support the Realm of Gods Patreon. That's one of our Patreon goals. But yeah, without further ado, thank you all for watching the stream. I got one last thing to show y'all that me, Galil, and Hippo have been working on behind the scenes, and I guess Dormanos, but he doesn't count. He's not here.
Fuck him.
But yeah, thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next stream. I think we'll be doing Dark Con versus fucking not Infinity Ultron. It's Ultron Sigma. So
yeah, Sigma.
Well, but yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Have a good one, y'all.